Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Harris Bard for Pond Life Aquatics and Tropical Fish London, and in today's video, the first of our mini-series on setting up our new Asian rack. Let's get into it. So this is how we're looking on the new racking front. The idea is that we're going to be getting rid of all of this crap lighting on top, and I've got this marine plyboard that I got cut specifically to size to place on the top rack, because when we initially did it, we thought we were going to get some custom-made tanks. And that didn't happen in the end, and we have a whole bunch of tanks just sat in the back of the shop that are just going completely unused. So what we're going to do is, and this is one of them, we're going to set them up effectively. I'm thinking of getting a scratch buffing kit and like going through the glass and making them look new. Something I've never done before, but it can't be that hard. So I am gonna be giving that a go in the next couple of days, hopefully. Going to come together relatively quickly, hopefully, because I am thinking that we're gonna get some Superfish lighting for these racks, and yeah, should all be good, should all be good. So Ariane sorted out all the airlines while I dealt with customers and everything like that. And then we've gone through and put in some of the old tanks. We're gonna tidy them up and get them ready. I had this idea for planting, which we've been discussing this morning, where we're gonna get like glass tumblers. I saw it on a shop tour from Keeping Fish Simple, and I really liked it. So we're going to be expanding out our plant range, but we're going to be doing this side as maybe not just exclusively fighting fish. We've been discussing kind of doing like an anabanted range. So we're trying to figure out if we want to have these single tanks or if we want to have more of the split tanks like we do with the other bettas. There's benefits to both. Having split tanks obviously means we can keep more individual fish, but having open tanks means we could even have our female fighters up in this range, which would open up more space on the other side of Asia. Or we could use like this open tank to start keeping things like licorice gourami or different kinds of anabantids. We could try keeping some different kinds of microdevario, just even like galaxy ras, anything that's just going to work well for being with fighters effectively. They are standard 60-litre tanks, and I'm just so happy with how uniform this top rack looks now. I'm gonna get some black vinyl for the edge of the marine ply. For anyone who's interested, the reason we had to get the wood cut is because the top shelf is just a little bit too short. So now this marine plyboard is 18mm thick, so very, very strong and durable. It's resistant to water and will happily hold the weight on the top shelf. And then we're going to get, I think Ariane and I have decided that we're probably going to get the 1.2 meter Scaper RGB lights from Superfish. So hopefully they can sort us out with them, and we'll have uniform lighting throughout all of these tanks. Once we've got that in, we can even start cycling the tanks before we get the lighting in, but obviously it's always going to be better to have the lighting and everything ready to go at once, just so that we can get the tanks cycling with plants inside of them, give them a bit of biology, keep it boosted. We're definitely going to stick with the bubble filters just because they're honestly the best thing for us here. We've got really powerful outdoor pond bubblers which just do the job really nicely, and they just have huge amounts of biology in them and allow us to keep the species that we want to keep. It's not really restrictive anyway. You can always expand out if you need more filtration and you aren't going to get any oxygen crashes. Stay tuned. Now that all of the tanks are in and everything on this rack is uniform and everything on this tank rack is uniform, and I just want to get another tank in here, but I feel like I should keep this open just so I have access to all of the plug sockets before I change anything up. I think what we'll probably do is expand one of the timer sockets that we have in there up here, so we just have easy access for all the lighting on this rack, but I need to discuss that first. But yeah, really exciting things, really exciting. Okay, so we have the lights off in the fish room today because it's super warm and we're trying to stabilize temperature. We managed to stabilize it at a really good 27 degrees, so none of the fish are at risk. But right now, just while it's quiet, because it is so warm, I have dropped the level on the middle tanks, leveled them out how we kind of want them to look, and I'm just going to go through. I'm going to put on these new 2-meter lights and kind of get it all matching, and then we'll be ready to start getting ready to get new fish in, because these tanks are seeded and cycling and they should be ready. We're going to do all the water testing today and hopefully it will be in a good situation. So yeah, I'm super excited. And we got the new planting stuff, which I'll go through later because I'm going to do some of that today. And we're going to see if it works out nicely. So enjoy this nice little time lapse of me struggling to put lighting on, and I'll catch you guys in a minute. So the new lighting's in and it looks great. The fighters are really just sparkling. I wanted to put some plants in today, but as you guys could tell by the time lapse, we got super busy and the lighting's been on and off throughout the day just to keep the fish happy and healthy in this heat. We've got the fans blasting. We're literally going to turn the lights off again after this. We've just had the last few customers leave. I'm going to come in early tomorrow and I'll show you guys the potting, and then that will probably be the end of this first episode, and hopefully after that I'll talk to you guys about stocking and the plans we have. So it's the next day. We got really busy yesterday and I had to go. So today I'm going to try doing up some of the planting. We've got these really cute little glass tumblers, and the idea is I'm going to fill up the base just with like a really thin layer of these glass plain marbles, which should be completely fish safe, which would just make them look a little bit more colorful. And then I've got this open bag of Scapersoil Small from Oase, which the bag came split, so we're going to use it. And then I'm going to cap it just with some Unipack Sand. Fortunately, Unipack's gone out of business, but we've got this pack open and it's worth just using. And then I'm just going to place in different cuttings and bunch plants. I've got a tank that I'm going to be shutting down, so I'm going to use some of the cuttings from that. And then we're just going to thread them through the new tanks, see how they get on. Not going to go mad with them because it is a bit of an experiment. I'm just going to go through, try, see if I can make them look nice, and then I'll show you guys the finished outcome. So yeah, that's the idea, that we have these pots. I'm not sure if I like the marbles in them. They don't like kind of hold shape as much as I would like them to. But the idea is that we can then have these planted pots inside of all the aquariums, and it means that the base can remain clean. It means that it's really easy for us to like move these around, shape them how we want them. I'm gonna test putting this into one of the aquariums and we'll see how we get on placing it in. I hope it doesn't just plume up and go everywhere, but we'll find out. So yeah, it's really simple. Nice way of adding some planting to the tank. Means that we don't have to really worry about moving them around too much. If they get sticky, we can kind of just replace them. And realistically, yeah, I think they look great. I might not use marbles in all of them. I don't think they look exactly the best, but for the time being, I think they're just a really nice example of how you can do some planting in the aquarium, even if you want to keep a bare base. And we'll see how they get on. Hopefully the color will do really well. So it's been another super busy day, but I got a lot of the planting done. I experimented with a few different other plants and I'm really happy with how they've turned out. Don't think I like the one with the marbles in it, but I do like the concept for being able to like breathe some new life into offcuts and being able to add in some new planting. I'm literally watching the bettas exploring, having new like substrate to play with and new types of planting in their tanks, and honestly I think it makes it look so bright and alive, and I'm definitely going to do more of this, being able to have just like a diversity of planting throughout and being able to change that out at will without having to like rescape. It's kind of like patio planting, which is kind of cool. What works out, I'm going to give it a couple of weeks, see how the plants actually adapt to being in this kind of planting, but I can't see why it wouldn't work. Kind of just nano aquaria, right? So that's it for this video. If you guys have any opinions on how it looks or any advice on how to make things like this work, if I need to do some false spaces or whatever, or if you can think of a way to separate out the marbles a little bit more effectively, then do let me know. I will keep you guys updated. But for now, that's all from me here at Pond Life Aquatics, and I hope you will join me again next time for this pond life.